this is Todd. I've highlighted the framework that we use at Snowball and also the 6 strategies we use to apply human stories and AI tools. Now what I want to do is take a deeper look at the first of these strategies. At Snowball, we use case studies, early wins, and what we call snippets to infuse at every touch point the voices of our customers and partners. So let's dive into exactly how we do it, starting with case studies. Now, there's 3 types of case studies that we create. First, those based off great results. Obviously, we highlight those that have had impressive results with the Snowball platform. These stories just really showcase the bottom line impact that our platform has. For example, one of our clients, Better Earth, our results were fantastic, so we specifically called out these results. And this is now one of our most popular case studies. The second type of case study is where we show that we're going to simplify the lives of our customers. So for clients who are a little bit early in their journey and we haven't seen major results yet, we actually highlight the fact that they have their sanity back. Remember, we're not just marketing to companies, but to the people who work inside those companies. And we want to show them that now they can simply hand over their word of mouth marketing over to us. And they don't have to have some internal admin that's going nuts trying to manage their referrals and the follow-ups and the payouts and the monitoring. And these case studies just show our prospects how great their life's going to be once they sign on. So this makes for a really great case study. The third type of case study is where we show, hey, you're not going to be left alone. In his book, Building a Story Brand, Donald Miller talks about the fears that prospects have before pulling the trigger. And one of these is that they're going to be left alone while they're implementing and have to figure out a product. Well, we address this with our case studies to show that, hey, this is simple to implement and you're going to have fantastic support. You're going to have a guide with you the whole time. For example, at Suntria, their results were pretty good, but Stephanie at Suntria, she loves working with our customer success team. And she called them out in our case study by name and talked about how they helped her every step of the way. They were a true guide. And so capturing this on video and then focusing on our people internally just shows that, hey, you're not going to be left alone once you sign on. Those are the types of case studies we create. The problem is we don't have a ton of resources, and a lot of these interviews that we do, they're just done over webcams. So what that's going to mean is that these aren't always going to be perfectly recorded every time. So what do you do if your recording is, let's just say, not ideal? Well, what we do is we'll use internal employee clips to frame the conversation and clarify key points. We like to include team members who have worked with our customers and can speak to the results and their interactions with these customers. For example, JK Moving. I didn't ask very good questions during the interview. I didn't coach her very well. And what that meant is during the editing process, we saw that some of these questions didn't flow very well from one to another. It got really clunky during these transitions. So we took Curtis, a member of our customer success team, we put him in front of a camera, we wrote out a few statements for him, and then we inserted those back into the case study, and it acted as a nice transition from point to point throughout the case study. It really made these segments just transition smoothly from one point or one scene to another scene. Another issue we see in these case studies is low quality audio. Now, we found an AI tool that helps. It's called Descript, and they have an AI feature called stereo sound. And you simply turn this on and it can make somebody's voice feel closer and more full. The problem is you want to be careful with the setting. If you turn it on too high, it can sound kind of tinny and robotic and kind of remove even the S's. It just can sound really funky. So be super careful with the settings. Another thing that we see is sometimes our customers aren't looking right into the camera. And so we'll use Descript's eye contact feature. This utilizes AI to actually adjust their eyes almost magically to where they look like they're looking at the camera. And I was shocked that most of the time, this looks really natural and engaging. For example, at Renew, we did a case study with them and our guest had a pair of glasses on and the glare was terrible. And so it made it look like he was staring down at his desk. Well, I was shocked when I turned on this feature in Descript. It actually made him look like he was engaging directly with the camera. And even as he blinked and turned his head, it just looked really natural. Again, it's not perfect and it's in beta. So just be sure to scrub through your video and make sure that it always looks natural and looks really good. Another thing we'll do is use stock footage and we'll just insert it at awkward moments in the conversation or just to enhance the overall engagement and quality. And just remember, just inserting an intro and an outro and some graphics and a little bit of music, it's really going to elevate the quality of your webcam recorded case study. These interviews don't have to cost thousands of dollars to produce, and I've been pleasantly surprised at the impact a case study can have, even if recorded over a webcam, but then enhanced by some of these AI tools that I've mentioned. So that's it for case studies. Next, let's take a look at what we call early wins. We celebrate early wins by posting graphics that have highlights of the number of reviews or the number of referrals that our customers have received. So instead of bragging about our software, we frame it showcasing how amazing our customers are. Now, we have a HubSpot alert that pings Slack, our office communication tool, every time a new customer has an especially successful referral campaign. The leader of the customer success team and I will receive a notification about these early great results. So what we'll do is my team will create a nice little graphic that highlights the successful campaign, and we send it over to the customer and say, hey, we want to sing your praises on social media. And our approach isn't like we want to brag about ourselves and how good we are getting referrals. Instead, we frame it, good companies get customers, but great companies get customer referrals. We then share the numbers of referrals that they've got, just showing the world that this company is great and they're trusted by their customers, so much so that they'll refer them to their friends and family. For example, New York Power Solutions. We shared their results, shining the light on how trusted they are. And additionally, we did this with another company, Sunrun. We highlighted the number of reviews. And not only did they jump in and engage with this post, but later they reposted it themselves, just creating another small wave of attention. Whenever we share these wins, we encourage everyone at Snowball, everyone throughout the org, to engage with the post. We swoop in like a social media SWAT team with our customers or our ambassadors or anyone else on social media, and we'll jump in and like and comment and repost their content. This really just helps fan the flames of their success. Our customers love it, and Snowball just rides the wave of all the attention that these companies are getting. So that's it for early wins. Next, let's talk about customer quotes, or what I like to call snippets. I don't know why I call it, but anyway, they're snippets. But we incorporate customer quotes throughout a ton of our content, like thought leadership articles on our Content Hub, for example. We also invite partners and ambassadors and industry thought leaders to join our podcast. It's called The Snowball Effect. And then we'll often quote these individuals in later content and adding these layers of human touch just everywhere. So for example, we quoted Matt from Elastic. He was a guest on a recent case study. Well, we quoted him in our ultimate guide for referrals. He had so many great nuggets throughout the interview that we couldn't help but take some of these and just spread them throughout future articles. So it's just another way to give our customers a voice and just to make our content more human. So where do these stories and snippets and quotes fit within our hourglass framework, and what AI tools do we use to just make this all happen? That's what I'm going to go over next time. So that's it for this time. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.